Emily never expected her quiet life to change the day she heard faint mews outside her doorstep. Curiosity led her to a tiny, shivering kitten, its striped fur damp from the morning rain. She scooped it into her arms, unaware that this fragile creature would alter the course of her life. Little did she know this kitten carried a wild, untamed secret far beyond her imagination. In that moment, love, wonder, and an extraordinary bond were about to take root. The kitten nuzzled her hand, purring with trust, and Emily felt an unspoken connection. She whispered promises of care and safety, unaware that the tiny feline held immense power. The forest watched silently, ancient trees bending slightly as if sensing destiny's approach. Every heartbeat intertwined that day, threads of loyalty, trust, and something extraordinary forming. Emily had no idea she was about to raise a companion unlike any other on Earth. By nightfall, the kitten had made the old house its home, curling beside the fireplace. Emily stroked its fur gently, unaware that the line between human and wild was about to blur. A lifetime of adventures, lessons, and an unbreakable bond waited just beyond the dawn. The ordinary had become extraordinary, the familiar now a gateway to wonder and danger. And so began the story of love, loyalty, and a secret that would change everything. It was a quiet morning when Emily noticed a small bundle in front of her doorstep. The tiny creature mewed softly, shivering from the cold and fear. She crouched down, extending her hand to offer comfort and warmth. Its fur was soft, striped faintly, unlike any ordinary kitten she had seen. Something about its eyes made Emily feel an instant connection. Emily brought the kitten inside, wrapping it gently in a warm blanket. She named it Leo, after her favorite storybook lion, smiling at the irony. Days passed, and Leo nuzzled her hand, slowly trusting her presence. Emily realized caring for this kitten brought her a sense of purpose. Life suddenly felt fuller, brighter, and strangely magical. She watched Leo grow, his small paws exploring the house curiously. Each morning, Emily prepared food, laughed at his playful antics, and felt joy. Her neighbors noticed the little creature and commented on how unusual it looked. Still, Emily dismissed their remarks, believing it was merely a unique kitten. At night, she whispered secrets to him, feeling as though he understood. Weeks turned into months, and Leo grew faster than Emily expected. His stripes became bolder, his paws bigger, and his roar louder, though faint. Emily laughed at his strength, thinking he was simply a spirited young cat. The bond between them deepened, like family, built on trust and love. She often joked that her kitten might one day be bigger than her couch. One afternoon, Emily noticed a shadow flickering outside the window. Leo's ears twitched, and he crouched, staring intently at the garden. She felt a strange thrill, unsure whether to worry or to marvel. His eyes reflected something wild, untamed, yet loyal and familiar. It was then she realized Leo's presence was extraordinary in ways she hadn't known. Despite his growing size, Leo never lost his gentle nature at home. He would curl beside Emily during rainy nights, purring like a soothing lullaby. Her heart swelled with affection, unaware that Leo's destiny was far grander. Neighbors whispered rumors about the cat that looked like a tiger. Emily only smiled, confident that love could tame even the wildest soul. Emily started taking Leo on walks near the forest at the edge of town. People stared as the kitten grew into a majestic creature, far beyond the house cat. Yet Leo stayed obedient, trailing behind her, sensing her moods carefully. She spoke to him about her day, her dreams, and even her fears. He listened, tilting his massive head, as if he understood every word. One evening, the forest air smelled sharp, filled with wild tension. Leo crouched, his muscles taut, ready to pounce or protect. Emily realized he wasn't just a pet. He was a guardian, a companion of fate. They explored the woods together, discovering hidden streams and secret clearings. Each day with Leo revealed a part of the wild world she had never seen. Despite his power, Leo never harmed a living creature in her presence. Emily often marveled at the paradox, a tiger's strength with a kitten's gentleness. She confided in her journal, writing about the magic she now lived daily. Her friends expressed concern, calling him dangerous, but she trusted him completely. Some bonds, she believed, were beyond ordinary reason, beyond fear. Years passed, and Leo had grown into a fully grown tiger, magnificent and strong. Yet to Emily, he remained her playful, loving companion, loyal and kind. The house felt alive with his presence, each step resonating like a heartbeat. Visitors were awestruck, some terrified, but Emily saw only her friend. She laughed, recalling the tiny kitten that had once trembled on her doorstep. Leo's eyes now glowed with wisdom and affection, always watching over Emily. He learned the rhythm of her life, when she worked, when she rested, when she played. Emily sometimes whispered, "You're my family, Leo, always," brushing his fur. Their bond was unspoken yet complete, stronger than words could capture. He responded with gentle nudges and low purrs that shook the floorboards. But Emily knew time was fleeting. She felt the fragility of human life. She cherished every moment, walking with him in sunlit meadows. Neighbors began to respect her choice, recognizing the extraordinary bond. Stories spread about the woman and her tiger, a legend in the making. Emily only smiled, believing love could transcend the ordinary, even nature. One winter morning, Emily felt a heaviness she couldn't ignore. Her body ached, and she sensed her time was limited, though her heart was full. Leo sat beside her, sensing her sorrow, his head resting gently on her lap. She whispered softly, "I'm not afraid, Leo. But promise me you'll remember me." His amber eyes glimmered with understanding, reflecting loyalty and love. Emily spent her last days writing letters, capturing memories of their life together. She spoke to Leo about adventures, hopes, and the joy of their unusual friendship. At night, she held him close, feeling the warmth of his fur and the strength of his presence. Her family and friends visited, amazed at the bond between human and tiger. Though the world seemed ordinary, Emily's life was extraordinary in its love. Finally, one evening, Emily closed her eyes peacefully, surrounded by warmth. Leo remained by her side, refusing to leave, growling softly at the night. He understood the finality, but did not waver in his devotion. For the first time, the wildness in him merged with grief and longing. In his heart, Emily was immortal, a memory etched forever in amber eyes. Leo wandered the house, sniffing the familiar corners Emily once tended. Her scent lingered on the curtains, the furniture, and the garden soil. He pawed at her favorite chair, as if expecting her to appear. Days passed slowly, the silence heavy, and Leo's eyes dimmed with sorrow. Yet he refused to leave, staying where their bond had been strongest. He explored the nearby forest, tracing the paths they had walked together. Every rustle of leaves reminded him of Emily's laughter and voice. The streams seemed quieter, and the birds sang less vibrantly. He roared occasionally, a deep, mournful sound echoing through the trees. It was a sound of loss, yet also a promise to honor her memory. Despite grief, Leo maintained the habits Emily had taught him. He kept the garden free of intruders and cared for her small plants. Visitors came cautiously, sensing the tiger's sorrow and loyalty. No human could approach without her presence and spirit guiding him. Leo's devotion became a legend, whispered throughout the village. Seasons changed, and Leo grew stronger, yet gentler in his sadness. He wandered farther into the forest, exploring what he and Emily had missed. Animals sensed his grief, but also recognized the kindness in his heart. He no longer hunted recklessly, only taking what he needed to survive. The forest seemed to accept him as both predator and guardian. Leo discovered a hidden glade where sunlight broke through the trees. He rested there, thinking of Emily. imagining her smile under the dappled light. Her laughter echoed in his mind, a melody he clung to desperately. Sometimes he would lie still for hours, watching the clouds drift lazily. In these quiet moments, he felt closest to her, almost as if she were near. At night, he returned to the house, sleeping beside the empty bed. He remembered how Emily's hand had stroked his fur until he purred softly. The walls seemed hollow, yet her warmth lingered in every corner. Leo's heartache was constant, yet it reminded him of their extraordinary love. In mourning, he discovered the depth of devotion no words could express. One morning, Leo noticed a small kitten near the garden fence. Its fur was striped faintly, and it looked timid, much like Leo had once been. He approached slowly, sniffing the little creature with cautious curiosity. The kitten mewed softly, and Leo's heart stirred with a strange recognition. He remembered Emily's kindness and felt compelled to protect this new life. Leo brought the kitten inside the house, showing it where Emily had cared for him. He taught it through gentle nudges, mimicking the guidance Emily once gave. The kitten grew confident, playing and exploring with Leo as its guardian. Though Emily was gone, her spirit lived on through this small, timid creature. Leo felt purpose again, as though he could honor Emily through care and love. The forest seemed to acknowledge this new companionship, peaceful and watchful. Leo's sorrow remained, yet it softened in the warmth of nurturing the young. He realized life could continue even after immense loss, carrying memory forward. Through this act, Leo felt connected to Emily's enduring spirit every day. A silent promise formed. He would protect the forest, the house, and the kitten. Years passed, and the kitten grew under Leo's careful watch. He taught it hunting, walking, and listening to the rhythms of the forest. The young one learned quickly, though never forgetting the gentle touch of a mentor. Leo often rested beside it, telling stories silently through actions and gestures. Emily's love seemed to radiate through these lessons, alive in the tiger's care. Villagers spoke softly of the tiger that once lost a human, but found purpose again. They admired the loyalty, and mourned Emily's absence with quiet reverence. Leo ventured farther each day, sometimes alone, sometimes with the kitten trailing. He guarded their territory fiercely, yet with the gentleness Emily had instilled. The forest thrived under his presence, balanced between wildness and respect. Despite joy in mentoring, Leo's heart remained heavy with memories. He would sometimes lie in Emily's favorite chair, staring at her photograph. The kitten would curl beside him, sensing his emotions without words. Together, they kept a silent vigil, honoring a bond that transcended species. In their companionship, Leo found a fragment of the love he had lost. One crisp autumn morning, Leo discovered a hidden waterfall in the forest. The sound reminded him of Emily's laughter, cascading in light in his mind. He drank from the clear water, feeling rejuvenated, yet contemplative. The kitten splashed nearby, oblivious to the depth of memory Leo carried. For a moment, the forest felt alive with past and present intertwined. Leo sat quietly, reflecting on the years he had spent with Emily. Every step, every roar, every purr carried fragments of her guidance. He realized love had transformed him from a wild creature to a loyal guardian. Though grief never left, it became a gentle force guiding his purpose. He vowed silently to protect the forest, the kitten, and the home she loved. At dusk, Leo returned, settling beside the old fireplace in Emily's house. Shadows danced along the walls, reminiscent of countless shared days. The kitten nestled against him, safe and warm in his enormous paws. Leo closed his eyes briefly, whispering an unseen thank you to Emily's spirit. Though she was gone, her presence remained in every heartbeat, every step. Winter arrived, blanketing the forest in soft, glistening snow. Leo moved through the white landscape, his massive paws leaving deep impressions. The kitten struggled at first, slipping on icy patches, but Leo guided it carefully. Every step reminded him of Emily's gentle lessons about patience and love. Even in the cold, he felt warmth in the memories they shared. The villagers noticed Leo venturing farther into the forest, protective yet serene. They whispered tales of the tiger who grieved a human yet found purpose again. He patrolled their lands, ensuring no threat disturbed the peace Emily had built. The kitten followed closely, learning the forest's dangers and secrets. Together, they became an unspoken legend of loyalty, courage, and love. At night, Leo would return to the house, curling beside the empty bed. He listened to the wind, imagining Emily's voice in the rustling leaves. His amber eyes glowed with sorrow and devotion, unwavering and deep. The kitten nestled into his fur, sensing both comfort and sadness. Even in grief, Leo embraced life, carrying Emily's spirit within him. Spring arrived with new life, and the forest blossomed in vivid colors. Leo watched flowers bloom, thinking of Emily's joy at simple beauty. The kitten chased butterflies, tumbling through the grass, full of curiosity. Leo guided its young paws, ensuring it learned without harm. Emily's lessons lived on in their daily rhythm, gentle and enduring. The forest animals seemed to accept Leo as both protector and friend. Birds perched on his shoulders, unafraid of his powerful presence. Deer grazed nearby, sensing he carried a heart of loyalty rather than threat. Leo's grief remained, but the forest offered solace and quiet companionship. In nature's rhythm, he found fragments of Emily's voice and laughter. One evening, Leo led the kitten to the hidden waterfall again. They watched the water cascade, sparkling like sunlight on crystal. Leo remembered Emily's awe at simple wonders, her joy infectious and bright. He closed his eyes, feeling her presence in the wind and water's song. In that moment, grief softened into gratitude for the life they had shared. Time continued its passage, and the kitten grew into a confident young tiger. Leo's teachings shaped it into a strong, wise creature, full of grace and caution. He watched its growth with pride, as Emily might have smiled from afar. The forest became their shared domain, a place of both adventure and safety. Every roar and playful leap echoed the bond between mentor and pupil. Leo sometimes wandered alone, revisiting old memories of Emily's touch. Her laughter seemed to linger in the shadows and in the rustling leaves. The kitten watched him silently, learning the unspoken language of sorrow. Even in absence, Emily's lessons shaped the rhythm of their days. Through Leo, the forest remembered her love, enduring beyond mortal life. One evening, Leo sensed a subtle change in the forest's rhythm. A distant predator prowled near the kitten, unaware of the guardianship. Leo's instincts flared, moving with silent precision to protect the young. The encounter reminded him that the wild world remained dangerous and unpredictable, yet his loyalty and courage kept both the kitten and forest safe. The years brought wisdom to both tigers, tempered with gentle patience. Leo grew older, slower in some ways, but his heart remained fierce and loyal. The kitten, now adolescent, relied on him for guidance, comfort, and protection. Together, they explored every corner of the forest, tracing Emily's invisible footprints. Love and memory intertwined, shaping their shared existence and understanding. At night, Leo rested in the house, gazing at the stars through the windows. He remembered Emily's stories of constellations and faraway lands. The kitten curled beside him, trusting the older tiger completely. Their home was alive with memory, joy, and the quiet strength of devotion. Even in absence, Emily's presence remained tangible, a guiding light. Leo often roamed the forest alone, reflecting on life's fleeting beauty. He traced streams and hills, recalling laughter, purrs, and whispered secrets. Grief remained, but it had softened into a quiet reverence for love. He realized that bonds like these transcend time, space, and mortality. Emily's spirit was now woven into every rustle of leaves and ripple of water. One stormy evening, Leo heard cries from the forest, faint yet urgent. He ran swiftly, sensing danger near the old waterfall where they had rested. The kitten followed closely, fearless under Leo's guidance and protection. A fallen tree trapped a small deer, struggling against the torrential rain. Leo approached calmly, using strength tempered by care to free it. The forest animals observed silently, recognizing Leo's benevolent authority. He nudged the deer to safety, ensuring it escaped unharmed. The kitten watched intently, learning the delicate balance of power and compassion. Emily's lessons echoed through his actions, shaping every careful movement. Even in her absence, Leo's heart acted as a bridge between wild and gentle. After the storm, the sky cleared, revealing the moon shining softly above. Leo and the kitten rested, feeling the rain wash away tension and fear. The waterfall sparkled, reflecting their lives intertwined with memory and loyalty. For Leo, each day was both mourning and celebration, sorrow and gratitude. Emily's spirit lingered, alive in every lesson, every rescue, every moment. Summer brought warmth, and the forest was alive with buzzing insects. Leo basked in the sun, letting the warmth soothe aching muscles. The kitten chased shadows, learning agility and confidence with playful energy. He observed with pride, guiding without force, teaching through love and example. Emily's spirit seemed strongest in these joyful, ordinary moments. Leo often returned to the old house at dusk, resting near her favorite chair. He listened to the wind as if it whispered Emily's name softly. The kitten lay beside him, sensing both reverence and comfort in the routine. Together, they preserved the home as a sanctuary of memory and loyalty. Every corner held a story, every shadow a reminder of her presence. Villagers still spoke in awe of the tiger who mourned a human yet loved endlessly. Some dared to leave offerings of food, hoping to honor the extraordinary bond. Leo never accepted it aggressively, only with gentle acknowledgement. His devotion was pure, unswayed by fear or temptation, guided by memory. Emily's love had transformed him, creating a guardian of both forest and heart. Autumn arrived, painting the forest with gold and crimson hues. Leo watched the leaves fall, each one reminding him of Emily's tender care. The kitten had grown, strong yet gentle, embodying lessons of patience and respect. Together, they roamed familiar trails, discovering new paths, yet unseen. Memory and life intertwined, creating a rhythm of continuity and love. One evening, a fire sparked in the distant woods, smoke curling skyward. Leo moved swiftly, guiding the young tiger away from danger and chaos. He patrolled the periphery, ensuring that both forest and kitten remained safe. Emily's wisdom seemed to guide him, a silent voice through instinct and intuition. Even in her absence, her love shaped courage and action within his heart. After the fire was contained, the forest seemed renewed, resilient and alive. Leo and the kitten rested near the waterfall, the stars reflecting in the clear water. The rhythm of life continued, marked by loss, learning, and enduring love. He whispered silently to Emily, "We continue your legacy always." Her memory was immortal, a force of guidance woven into the forest's heart. Winter approached once more, and snow blanketed the forest floor. Leo moved carefully, mindful of ice and hidden dangers beneath the white. The young tiger followed closely, learning survival skills essential for life. Together, they explored, hunted, and rested, preserving the rhythm Emily had taught. The forest thrived under their guardianship, balanced by loyalty and care. One evening, Leo returned to the house and sat by the fireplace. He stared at Emily's photograph, amber eyes reflecting warmth and sorrow. The kitten curled beside him, sharing quiet comfort in the flickering glow. Memories of laughter, soft touches, and whispered stories filled the room. Though she was gone, Emily's presence remained alive in every heartbeat. The villagers still admired the tiger, who embodied devotion beyond understanding. They spoke of Emily's legacy, immortalized through Leo's actions and care. He roamed the forest, unchallenged, yet vigilant, always teaching and protecting. Through love, memory, and loyalty, the forest was safe and alive. Leo's heart carried Emily's spirit, unbroken and enduring through every season. Spring returned with gentle rains and blooming flowers in vivid colors. Leo guided the young tiger through streams and meadows, teaching grace and skill. They explored new parts of the forest, discovering hidden treasures of nature. Emily's teachings echoed silently in every step, every leap, every pause. Even in her absence, life continued beautifully, shaped by her enduring love. Leo often rested at the waterfall, reflecting on the years of joy and sorrow. The sound of cascading water reminded him of Emily's laughter and warmth. The young tiger listened and watched, absorbing wisdom without needing words. Together, they created a rhythm of life filled with learning, protection, and care. The forest and its creatures thrived, guided by love and devotion. At night, Leo returned to the house, the kitten nestled in his massive fur. He gazed at the stars, thinking of Emily's stories and gentle guidance. Her spirit seemed woven into every shadow, every rustle of leaves, every breeze. Even as time passed, her presence remained a compass for love and loyalty. Leo understood that life, memory, and devotion are eternally intertwined. Summer brought warmth and long days filled with golden sunlight. Leo and the young tiger roamed freely, learning, playing, and resting together. The forest seemed alive, vibrant, and safe under their watchful eyes. Emily's love and lessons shaped every paw step, every gentle nudge, every roar. Through the tigers, her spirit endured, eternal and unbroken. Leo often lay near the house, reflecting on the bond they had shared. The kitten curled beside him, sensing the quiet reverence of the moment. The warmth of the home and memories of Emily radiated through every corner. Life had continued, carrying both joy and sorrow, loss and gratitude. Leo understood that devotion could transcend death, time, and species. At dusk, he led the young tiger to the waterfall, now a sacred place of reflection. The water sparkled like the memories of countless shared adventures. He whispered silently to Emily, promising to honor her through guidance and care. The forest, the house, and the young tiger would carry her legacy forward. In every heartbeat, every step, and every roar, her love lived on. Autumn painted the forest in gold and crimson, a reflection of time passing. Leo walked slowly, his massive paws pressing gently into the soft earth. The young tiger followed closely, learning patience and caution with each step. Emily's memory lingered in every rustle of leaves and ripple of streams. Though she was gone, her love guided every movement, every choice, every breath. The villagers whispered about the tiger who mourned a human yet protected life. They admired his loyalty, courage, and the gentle care he showed the young tiger. Leo had become both guardian and mentor, a bridge between wild and domestic. Animals respected him, sensing the wisdom and devotion in his heart. Through every action, Emily's teachings endured, alive in the forest. At night, Leo rested in the old house, gazing at her photograph with solemn eyes. The kitten curled beside him, sharing warmth and comfort silently. He purred softly, a reminder that grief and love can coexist peacefully. Even in absence, Emily's presence radiated, a compass guiding life's rhythm. Her spirit remained woven into every heartbeat, every memory, every step. Winter returned with crisp air and sparkling frost on the forest floor. Leo moved with care, mindful of hidden ice and slippery paths for the young tiger. Snowflakes drifted gently, landing on fur and leaves, creating a serene scene. The young tiger learned resilience under Leo's watchful eyes, growing strong and confident. Emily's love remained the silent force shaping their bond and guiding their lives. Leo often visited the waterfall, now a sacred place of reflection and memory. The rushing water reminded him of Emily's laughter and the joy she had shared. The young tiger watched him, absorbing lessons of patience, love, and vigilance. Through these quiet moments, Leo preserved the bond they had once shared. Even in grief, Life continued, sustained by devotion and memory. Villagers noticed Leo's careful watch over the forest and its creatures. They offered quiet respect, leaving small tokens of gratitude near the edge of the woods. Leo accepted nothing aggressively, only acknowledging with a slow, deliberate nod. Emily's teachings had transformed him into a guardian of both life and heart. Her love had become a living force, guiding him beyond mortality. Spring returned with gentle rains, bringing new life and growth to the forest. Leo guided the young tiger along familiar trails, teaching agility and wisdom. Flowers bloomed in vivid colors, reflecting Emily's joy at simple beauty. The waterfall sparkled in the sunlight, a timeless reminder of shared adventures. Through these moments, her presence felt tangible, alive in every heartbeat. One afternoon, Leo discovered a small injured bird near the old oak tree. He nudged it gently with his nose, showing patience and care like Emily had taught. The young tiger observed, learning compassion and restraint alongside strength. Leo understood that protection was not only for kin but for all life. Emily's spirit guided his actions, quiet and unwavering in the forest. At night, Leo returned to the house, resting near the empty bed once again. He listened to the wind, imagining Emily's voice in every whisper of leaves. The young tiger lay beside him, sensing both sorrow and comfort. Through quiet vigil and shared memories, the house became a sanctuary of love. Every shadow, every sound carried Emily's essence, eternal and enduring. Summer arrived with warmth, sunlight dancing across the forest canopy. Leo and the young tiger roamed freely, learning, exploring, and playing together. The forest was alive with buzzing insects, rustling leaves, and birdsong. Emily's love seemed strongest in these ordinary, magical moments of life. Through them, Leo preserved the lessons of devotion, courage, and care. Villagers continued to speak of the tiger who embodied loyalty and memory. They left offerings near the forest, honoring the extraordinary bond with Emily. Leo accepted gently, never forgetting the principles she had instilled. His devotion was pure, unwavering, and guided by memories of her kindness. Every action became a testament to the love that had shaped him. One evening, Leo sat at the waterfall, the young tiger by his side. The sunlight sparkled on the water, reflecting a life shaped by memory and love. He whispered silently to Emily, promising to continue guarding her legacy. Even in her absence, her teachings guided every roar, paw step, and glance. Through patience and care, he preserved the rhythm of life she had cherished. Autumn returned, and the forest glowed with gold and amber hues. Leo walked slowly, observing the forest's changes, aware of time passing. The young tiger mirrored him, learning reverence for the land and all its creatures. Emily's lessons shaped every movement, every decision, and every instinct. Her love endured, guiding life through generations and seasons alike. One evening, a fire broke out in the distant forest, smoke curling skyward. Leo moved quickly, guiding the young tiger to safety with instinctive precision. Together, they protected the forest, balancing strength with care and patience. Emily's wisdom seemed to guide his every choice, a silent compass of love. Even in loss, he acted with courage and devotion, honoring her memory. At night, Leo returned to the house, the young tiger nestled in his fur. The wind whispered through the trees, carrying the echoes of Emily's laughter. They rested silently, comforted by memory, warmth, and shared devotion. Through every challenge, every lesson, and every quiet moment, Emily remained. Her spirit lived on in their hearts, eternal, guiding, and unbroken. Winter descended again, blanketing the forest in sparkling white. Leo moved carefully, mindful of the icy patches for the young tiger. The snowfall reminded him of the quiet mornings he had shared with Emily. Every paw step echoed lessons of patience, caution, and unwavering love. Her memory lingered in the rhythm of life, subtle but undeniable. The young tiger had grown, learning to hunt and navigate the forest independently. Leo observed, proud of the lessons he had imparted and the love he had shared. Together, they maintained the forest's balance, protecting life with devotion. Emily's guidance shaped their existence, subtle but powerful in every action. Even in absence, she remained the invisible force guiding their journey. At night, Leo returned to the house, gazing at her photograph softly. He purred quietly, feeling comforted by the memories of their life together. The young tiger curled beside him, sensing the presence of Emily in spirit. The house remained a sanctuary of memory, love, and gentle guidance. Through every shadow and sound, her essence endured, eternal and unwavering. Spring returned, bringing vibrant life to the forest once more. Leo guided the young tiger through meadows and streams, teaching agility. Wildflowers bloomed, reflecting Emily's love for simple, radiant beauty. The waterfall sparkled, a timeless reminder of their shared adventures. Her lessons continued to shape every action, every step, every breath. Leo noticed a small fawn trapped in a thicket, struggling and frightened. He nudged it gently, teaching the young tiger the importance of compassion. The fawn escaped safely, guided by Leo's strength, tempered with kindness. Emily's wisdom echoed through the forest, shaping every choice he made. Through teaching and protection, her spirit lived on in every creature he touched. At night, the two tigers returned to the house, resting near the fireplace. Leo gazed at her photograph, amber eyes reflecting warmth, sorrow, and love. The young tiger curled against him, comforted by his presence and devotion. The house remained a living memory, a testament to loyalty and care. Emily's spirit endured, eternal, guiding and shaping life's rhythm. Summer arrived, sunlight streaming through the tall trees in golden beams. Leo and the young tiger explored the forest, chasing shadows and discovering streams. The forest thrived under their watchful eyes, alive with life and energy. Emily's love continued to guide every action, every paw step, every roar. Through them, her memory endured, unbroken, vibrant, and eternal. The villagers continued to marvel at Leo's devotion, leaving small offerings in respect. They admired the bond that transcended species, life, and loss. Leo accepted with gentle acknowledgement, carrying Emily's teachings in every motion. The forest and its creatures flourished under the guardianship of loyalty and love. Every day was a living tribute to Emily, her spirit alive in all that he protected. One evening, Leo returned to the waterfall, the young tiger by his side. The sparkling water reflected both memory and present, a living bridge of time. He whispered silently to Emily, promising to uphold her legacy and love. Her presence was felt in every leaf, every ripple, every breath of wind. Through patience, care, and devotion, life continued, shaped by memory. Autumn painted the forest with warm hues, a quiet reminder of time's passage. Leo walked slowly, observing the forest and reflecting on the years gone by. The young tiger mirrored him, learning the delicate balance of power and care. Emily's lessons shaped every step, every decision, every instinct they followed. Her love endured, a guiding force beyond life, beyond death, beyond memory. A distant howl echoed, reminding Leo of the forest's wild, untamed nature. He watched over the young tiger, teaching caution, strength, and vigilance. Even in the wildest moments, compassion guided his every move. Emily's teachings lived through his actions, silent yet powerful in every choice. Through every challenge, the forest thrived, shaped by love and devotion. At night, Leo returned to the house, settling near the empty fireplace. He gazed at her photograph, amber eyes reflecting sorrow and gratitude. The young tiger nestled beside him, sharing warmth and comfort silently. The house remained a sanctuary of memory, devotion, and enduring love. Emily's spirit was eternal, guiding, protecting, and shaping their lives. Winter returned, covering the forest in frost and sparkling snow. Leo walked carefully, guiding the young tiger across slippery terrain. The quiet of the forest reminded him of peaceful mornings spent with Emily. Every paw step carried lessons of patience, care, and unwavering loyalty. Her spirit lingered in the forest, subtle but constant, guiding life gently. The young tiger had grown into a confident, graceful creature under Leo's mentorship. Together, they maintained the balance of life, protecting both forest and kin. Emily's wisdom shaped their actions, a silent guide through all challenges. Even in loss, love and memory remained powerful forces, eternal and transformative. Through them, her legacy endured, alive in every heartbeat, every step, every breath. At night, Leo returned to the house, curling beside the empty bed. He listened to the wind, as if it whispered Emily's name softly. The young tiger lay beside him, sensing comfort and reverence in the quiet. Through memory and devotion, Emily's love remained alive, eternal and enduring. Her presence shaped the rhythm of life, guiding and protecting forevermore. Spring arrived, the forest alive with new growth and the scent of flowers. Leo moved with quiet grace, guiding the young tiger along familiar trails. He paused to observe blossoms, remembering Emily's laughter at simple beauty. Her lessons lingered in every paw step, every glance, every quiet breath. Even in her absence, her spirit guided him, steady and unwavering. The young tiger played among the ferns, chasing shadows and sunlight. Leo watched, pride swelling in his heart, knowing Emily's love endured. Together, they maintained the forest's balance, guardians of life and memory. Every action, every roar, every careful nudge echoed her teachings. Through them, Emily's legacy thrived, eternal and unbroken. At night, Leo returned to the house. The young tiger nestled close beside him. He gazed at her photograph, amber eyes reflecting warmth and sorrow. The fireplace flickered, casting shadows that seemed to whisper Emily's name. Her presence lingered, silent yet powerful, a compass for all their days. In memory and love, life continued, full and vibrant despite loss. Summer arrived with golden sunlight and warm breezes through the trees. Leo guided the young tiger through streams and meadows, teaching patience. The forest thrived under their care, alive with life and harmony. Emily's love continued to shape every interaction, every gentle lesson. Her memory remained, subtle yet powerful, in every paw step and roar. One day, Leo discovered a wounded deer in the underbrush. He gently nudged it free, while teaching the young tiger caution and care. Even in danger, his compassion reflected Emily's spirit and guidance. The young tiger watched intently, absorbing lessons of strength and empathy. Through each act, Leo preserved the essence of her love and devotion. At dusk, they returned to the house, shadows stretching across the walls. Leo lay near the fireplace. The young tiger curled close, silent and attentive. The wind whispered through the trees, carrying echoes of Emily's laughter. Her lessons lived on, guiding them through every season, every challenge. Even in absence, she remained a living force, shaping life with love. Autumn painted the forest in brilliant reds, oranges, and golds. Leo walked carefully, mindful of the delicate ecosystem he now protected. The young tiger followed, learning to respect life while growing strong. Emily's memory permeated every leaf, every stream, every gentle breeze. Her love had become a guiding force, eternal and transformative. A distant howl reminded Leo of the wild, untamed world beyond their home. He guided the young tiger with patience, teaching caution and vigilance. Even in danger, he tempered strength with compassion, honoring Emily's teachings. Through their actions, the forest thrived, a living testament to devotion. Her presence lived on in their hearts, guiding each roar, each step, each breath. At night, Leo returned to the house, resting beside the empty bed. The young tiger curled close, trusting his guidance and protection. Shadows danced in the firelight, echoing memories of laughter and warmth. Every corner held fragments of Emily's spirit, alive and eternal. Through memory, devotion, and love, life continued, bright and resilient. Winter arrived, the forest blanketed in snow and quiet serenity. Leo moved slowly, guiding the young tiger across icy patches carefully. The world seemed still, but memory and devotion kept their hearts alive. Emily's presence lingered in every sound, every shadow, every heartbeat. Her lessons remained powerful, shaping their lives even in her absence. The young tiger had grown strong and agile, a reflection of Leo's guidance. Together, they patrolled the forest, protecting its life and balance. Through every challenge, every danger, they acted with love and wisdom. Emily's spirit guided each decision, each step, each protective nudge. Through them, her legacy endured, eternal and unbroken. At night, Leo returned to the house, gazing at her photograph softly. The fireplace flickered, shadows dancing like memories of past adventures. The young tiger lay curled against him, comforted by his warmth and strength. Even in grief, life continued, shaped by devotion and memory. Emily's spirit remained alive, eternal and guiding in every heartbeat. Spring brought renewal, flowers blooming and streams flowing clear. Leo moved gracefully, teaching the young tiger the subtleties of the forest. Every step carried Emily's lessons, every glance reflected her love. The waterfall sparkled, a timeless reminder of their shared adventures. Even without her, her presence guided them through every day. One afternoon, Leo discovered a fox caught in brambles, struggling to escape. He carefully freed it, while the young tiger observed, learning compassion. Emily's teachings lived on through each act of careful protection. The forest thrived under their watch, vibrant, alive, and balanced. Through devotion and love, her spirit endured, eternal and unbroken. At night, Leo rested beside the fireplace. The young tiger nestled close. Amber eyes reflected sorrow, warmth, and memories of Emily's guidance. The wind whispered through the trees, carrying echoes of her laughter. Her presence remained tangible, a guiding force in their lives. Life continued, shaped by love, memory, and devotion. Summer arrived, sunlight streaming through the tall, leafy canopy. Leo and the young tiger explored meadows and streams, playful and alert. The forest thrived under their watchful eyes, abundant with life and growth. Emily's lessons guided every step, every movement, every choice. Her memory remained alive, eternal, shaping their world silently but powerfully. Villagers admired the tiger who honored a human through loyalty and care. Small offerings were left near the forest, a tribute to devotion beyond understanding. Leo accepted gently, his actions a testament to love and memory. The young tiger learned the rhythm of guardianship and compassion by watching. Through them, Emily's legacy continued, eternal in forest, heart, and life. At dusk, Leo returned to the waterfall, resting with the young tiger by his side. The sun reflected on the water, echoing memories of laughter and warmth. He whispered silently to Emily, promising to protect all she had loved. Her presence lingered in every sound, ripple, and shadow. Through patience, love, and devotion, her spirit remained alive forever. Autumn arrived, painting the forest in warm, golden hues once more. Leo walked carefully, the young tiger following closely, learning reverence. Every leaf, every stream, every sound carried traces of Emily's presence. Her love shaped every step, every roar, every careful movement. Even in absence, she remained a guiding force, eternal and unbroken. One evening, Leo sensed danger, a predator near their territory. He guided the young tiger with precision, protecting both forest and kin. Strength tempered with care reflected Emily's teachings in every decision. The forest animals recognized his guardianship, respecting his devotion. Through every challenge, life continued, vibrant, safe, and harmonious. At night, Leo returned to the house, resting near the empty bed once again. The young tiger nestled close, comforted by his warmth and presence. Shadows danced in the firelight, echoing memories of shared joy and laughter. Every corner held fragments of Emily's spirit, alive and eternal. Through memory, devotion, and love, life remained full and vibrant. Winter descended, covering the forest in sparkling frost and silence. Leo moved slowly, guiding the young tiger across icy terrain cautiously. Each step reminded him of peaceful mornings shared with Emily. Her lessons lingered in every movement, every choice, every heartbeat. Even in grief, her spirit endured, eternal and guiding. The young tiger had grown strong, graceful, and wise under Leo's mentorship. Together, they patrolled the forest, ensuring its balance and protection. Emily's teachings shaped each action, each protective nudge, each careful step. Through devotion and memory, her love continued to influence life. Her presence was eternal, guiding the rhythm of the forest and their hearts. At night, Leo returned to the house, curling near the fireplace's warmth. The young tiger lay beside him, silent and attentive, sharing comfort. The wind whispered through the trees, carrying echoes of Emily's laughter. Even in her absence, her love remained a living force, eternal and unwavering. Life continued, shaped by memory, loyalty, and devotion. Spring returned once more, the forest alive with flowers, birds, and streams. Leo guided the young tiger through familiar and new trails alike. Every step reflected Emily's teachings of patience, care, and love. Her memory lingered in the sunlight, the wind, and the rustling leaves. Through them, her spirit endured, eternal and guiding. One day, Leo found a small fawn caught in a thorny bush. He carefully freed it, showing the young tiger compassion and restraint. Emily's lessons shaped every movement, every decision, every roar. The forest thrived under their watch, balanced, safe, and full of life. Through devotion and love, her legacy lived on in every act of care. At night, Leo returned to the house, resting near her empty bed. The young tiger curled beside him, comforted by warmth and devotion. The fireplace flickered, casting shadows reminiscent of shared adventures. Every sound, every shadow, every memory carried Emily's spirit. Through love, life, and memory, she remained eternal. Summer arrived, the forest alive with warmth, sunlight, and growth. Leo moved slowly, sensing the inevitable passage of time and age. The young tiger now stood tall, strong, and wise under his guidance. Together, they walked the forest, guardians of life, memory, and love. Emily's spirit remained present in every rustling leaf and flowing stream. At night, Leo returned to the house, curling near her photograph softly. He purred quietly, feeling the warmth of countless shared memories. The young tiger lay beside him, faithful and observant, a living legacy. Leo closed his eyes, knowing he had honored Emily through devotion and care. Her love, immortal and eternal, continued to guide the forest and their hearts. Even after her passing, life endured, shaped by memory, loyalty, and love. The forest, the tigers, and the home were forever intertwined with her spirit. Leo's heart, though heavy, carried her legacy with unwavering courage. Through every roar, every pause step, and every whispering breeze, she lived. And in this eternal bond, Emily's love remained unbroken, guiding all forever.